مرحبا يا جماعة. Today we're going to learn about our nuclear family in Arabic. So we're going to discuss how to say things like mother and father, siblings, children, grandparents, husband and wife, and then stick around for another video later on where we're going to talk about our extended family. مرحبا يا جماعة. أنا اسمي أمل. My name is Emel, and today we're going to talk about family members and relatives in the Levantine dialect. This Levantine dialect is mostly based in northern Palestine and southern Lebanon. First and most importantly, how do we say mother? Well, just saying like a mother, you would say im. But if you want to say my mother, you would add a yeah to the end of that. So you're going to notice this pattern throughout. When you want to say something is yours, when you want to indicate possessiveness, you're going to add a yeah to the end of the word. So in this case, we have im, which means mother. If I want to say my mother, I would say immi. Now, that's not the only way to say mother in the Levantine dialect. I grew up saying mama. This one we don't add a yeah to. It already means my mother. That is a little bit more a babyish way, but if you have been calling your mother mama since you were young, you're probably not going to grow out of it. Another more sophisticated way to say it and a bit of like an older way to say it is yama. So those are three ways to say my mother. We said imme, mama, yama. Next we have father. So to say father or dad, you would say eb. To say my dad, you guessed it, you're going to add a yeah to the end of that. So it would be ebi. Just like saying my mom, there's multiple ways to say my dad. We have ebi, but we also have baba. And again, that is a little bit more of a babyish way to say it. It kind of pairs with mama. Then the more sophisticated way to say it is yaba. So we have ebi, baba, and yaba. Now we're going to move on to siblings. To say my siblings in general, regardless of gender, you would say ikhwati. Ikhwati. Now to say brother, that is akh. My brother is akhi. To say sister, you would say ukht. My sister is ukhti. Now moving on to children. If you want to say children, a group of children, generally, you would say awlad. And if you want to make that possessive, my children, you would say awladi. Again, you're adding the yeah to the end of that. So awladi. If you want to say son, you would say ibn. If you want to say my son, you would say ibni. If you want to say daughter, you would say bint. That also means girl. Bint in Arabic is used to say girl. Like generally, like if you're saying hey bint, that kind of means this is a girl. It means daughter when you add the possessiveness. So when you say binti, that means my daughter. If you say bint akhi, that's my brother's daughter. In those contexts, it means more so daughter. But bint alone can mean daughter, but is also used to say girl generally. Now we're going to move on to uncles and aunts. And brace yourself for this because there isn't only one way to say uncle and one way to say aunt in Arabic. In Arabic, we differentiate between an aunt that comes from your maternal side and an aunt that is paternal, and same for uncle. So we're going to start with uncle. If you want to say uncle from your dad's side, so your dad's brother, you would say am. And to make it possessive, you would say ammi. Now for your dad's sister, your aunt, you would say amma. And to make it possessive, that would be amti. Moving on to your maternal side, for uncle, you would say khal. To say my uncle, you would say khali. Then for aunt on your mom's side, so your mom's sister, you would say khala. To say my aunt, you would say khalti. All right, now we're going to talk about nieces and nephews, and it's going to get a little bit crazy. Let's start off with niece. We're going to put two words together. We're going to put daughter, and we're going to put either sister or brother together to make niece in Arabic. We would say bint akh for the daughter of my brother or my brother's daughter. To make it possessive, I would say bint akhi. To say the daughter of my sister, I would say bint ukhti. The daughter of a sister in general, you'd say bint أخت. Now we're going to move on to nephew. To say the son of my brother, not possessive, you'd say ibn akh. To make it possessive, you'd say ibn akhi. Now to say the son of my sister, it would be ibn ukht. Making it possessive, ibn ukhti. Going to talk about husbands and wife. So husband is zoj. To make it possessive, you would say zoji. Another way to say husband in the Levantine dialect is by saying the son of your uncle. What I mean when I say that is the son of your father-in-law. So since it's your father-in-law, we're going to say ham, which if you remember, that's paternal uncle. And then we're going to say the son of your father-in-law. So that's going to be ibn. So putting it together, it would be ibn am. And to say my ibn am, it would be ibn ammi. So you can say ibn ammi to mean husband as well. So the two ways to say husband are zoji and ibn ammi. So now we're going to move on to how to say wife. Wife is zojti. There's another way to say wife, which is mara, but that actually means a woman. And to make it possessive, you'd say marti, and that means my wife. If you just say mara, it's not necessarily wife, it means woman. Another way to say wife in Arabic is bint ammi. Ammi here means uncle, but it also means father-in-law. And bint means daughter. So if we put them together, it's bint ammi, and that means the daughter of my father-in-law. I would say marti is the most common. Grandfather is jid. To make it possessive, we say jiddi. Grandmother is sit. To say my grandmother, you would say sitti. That's it, ya jama'a. Thanks so much for watching, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss my second video about families in Arabic. It's going to be about your extended family, things like cousins, in-laws, and great-grandparents. So stay tuned.